I am Dr. Zina and I am a dentist. I am here to introduce you to the most important part of your life, which is how to take care of your teeth, because your teeth is the first thing that I see when you smile. With your teeth, you can chew, you can talk, you can smile, and you can laugh. So this is a very important part of your body that you have to take care of. Healthy teeth, healthy you. So I am going to teach you what are the teeth, how can we take care of them, and how can we establish a good oral hygiene. When you're born, you don't have teeth, so we call you edentulous. It means you have no teeth. But once you're 6 or 7 months in age, your teeth start to erupt. Until you're like around 6 years old, when you lose your baby teeth. That's what we call it commonly, but in science, we call it deciduous teeth. Your deciduous teeth keep on erupting until you have a full arch, upper and lower. But it doesn't mean if you have a baby teeth, you don't have to take good care of it. Because if you can initiate a good oral habitat when you're a child, this is gonna stick to you your entire life. Now, how can I establish good oral hygiene? But before I teach you the method of how to brush and how can we follow the steps of initiating good oral hygiene, I have to explain a little bit about the teeth. You have 2 sets of teeth, as I just mentioned. I have deciduous teeth when you are a child, and then I have the permanent teeth that happens when you start to lose your baby teeth and an adult teeth is going to substitute it. I have to know exactly what each tooth is responsible for, so I have sets of teeth. The front teeth are called the incisors, and they're 2 central and 2 lateral. When I say lateral, it means just a little bit on the side of the central ones. These teeth the incisors are responsible for cutting the food. So now I have the incisors. We have 2 sets of them, 4 upper and 4 lower, which are just like when you cut an apple, a carrot, you use your front teeth, they are responsible of cutting. Then we have the sharp pointed one on the corner of your mouth. They are the canines. These canines located on the center, so it gives volume to your face. So it gives your face or your jaw how it looks like. They're responsible for cutting as well. Then after that, just right behind them, I have another 2 sets of teeth. They are called the premolars. The premolars, there are 2 in each, on the right and on the left, 4 on the upper, 4 in the lower. That I'm talking about the permanent teeth, definitely. Then behind the premolars, I have the molars that are responsible for grinding and crunching the food. So you chew with your molars. They do an amazing job, and they are going to make your bowls that you eat easy to be swallowed. And of course, it helps your digestive system, because when you swallow the food, it's going to be easier for your stomach enzymes to break down the food rather than you just take a big bite of food. How can I take care of these teeth? First, I need to know what can cause my teeth or my oral hygiene to be dirty. Your mouth is invaded with bacteria. The bacteria in your mouth, you have bacteria in your mouth even more than the whole population on earth. That's how much bacteria you have. But not all of them are harmful. And their favorite food is definitely the sugar, just like you. But I want to stop giving these bacteria the food. I didn't say don't eat sugar. Eat sugar, but because I like it, so you should like it as well. So of course, we have to eat sugar between now and then, but I should know how can I get rid of the remnants of the sugar and all the food in my mouth. So what happens if sugar remains on my teeth? The bacteria is going to multiply and divide until they form something called a plaque biofilm. These plaque biofilm, if I am not going to clean it, it's going to grow and grow to form a colony of bacteria. When I have a colony of bacteria, they're gonna form a plaque, or some people they call it a calculus. The calculus is a stiff or calcified plaque that can be located on the lower surface or the back of your teeth. Why specifically in this area? Because in the lower surface of your tongue, here on the right and the left side, there's the openings of the salivary gland, which secrete the saliva that can moist your mouth. So what's the benefit of keeping my mouth moisturized? First, it can just cleanse, functional cleaning of your teeth. So just with the tongue, saliva, and your cheeks, when you talk, when you chew, it's natural cleansing. You're cleaning your teeth when you talk with the tongue and saliva. Number two, it has a very important enzymes that can help in digestion of certain substances, which is the carbohydrate. I can start the digestion of carbohydrate in my saliva. To make it, and plus, it's easier for the bolus to be swallowed to the esophagus. Because if you have a dry mouth, it's a problem. If I am not going to give my teeth a very good care, this bacteria gonna invade it, and this plaque will keep on calcifying to form more calculus and more murmurs, and then I will have gum infection, and this is the initiation of having a tooth decay, or what you call it, a cavity. I can take care of my teeth by, first thing I should tell you, how no matter what you brush your teeth, how many times, 2-3 times a day, you're really good, you're really educating about taking care of your teeth, you should visit the dental office. Why? Because in between your teeth and underlying the gum line, you cannot brush it with your regular bristles, regular toothbrush. So I need to go to the dentist. What's gonna happen in the dental office? Maybe we are going to take an X-ray, or we call it a radiograph scientifically, to see if there is in between your teeth, there is a cavity that initiates, you don't even feel it or you don't even see it. So we need to make sure that the inside, it doesn't have the in between your teeth, there's nothing in it. Then we are going to tell you how we can avoid that. Number two, which is the best part, we can do scaling and polishing. Your teeth will shine and bright after this session. How can we do this? We use special equipment, special instruments that can remove the calculus that you couldn't get rid of when you were brushing your teeth. Plus, we can polish, remove all the stains that you can get from drinking pop drinks, tea, coffee, all these drinks that has a stain. It can remain in your teeth, in your enamel. I am going to talk about parts of the teeth later. The first part of your teeth, which is going to cause permanent stain on your teeth, and we have to get rid of. Now, how can I get rid on a daily basis? How can I establish a good oral hygiene? The answer for this question, here it comes. I have to use toothbrush with, if you have gum infection or gum disease, you have to use a soft bristles. You have to use this. And whenever the way you brush, maybe some patients come to my clinic, they say we brush 10 times, but when I check, they still have cavities, they still have gum infection. It means the way of initiating the oral habits that they do is wrong. So how can I brush my teeth? I have to remember that I can never forget a tiny spot of my teeth, because bacteria are so tiny microorganisms, and they can fill your entire mouth, your tongue, your teeth, your cheeks, they're everywhere. So I have to make sure that I clean every single part of my mouth. There are so many techniques, but this is the easiest techniques that I use to teach my patient. I have to place the toothbrush in 45 degree, and I start from the gum line, and 45 degree, and then little circle, then I downward. That's if I'm talking about brushing the upper jaw, upper teeth. So 45 degree and down, 45, just like you're brushing your hair, just from there and you go down. This is for the upper part, but I don't forget the inside, this part of my teeth. I am going to place the toothbrush as well, a 45 degree, then circle, downward, circle, downward, circle, downward. Then I have this surface, which is called the masticatory surface, the chewing surface. I cannot forget it, because this is the most important part where I chew, where the food is going to remain. I need to take it front and back movement until I get rid of all the food residues and remnants on your teeth. Does that clean up the inside between your teeth? No. Then how can I clean the inside or in between my teeth? I can use the dental floss. A lot of people, they don't use the dental floss now, which is, according to my opinion, I think it's more important than the toothbrush, because with the outer surface and the inner surface and the chewing surface of your teeth can be cleaned with your tongue and your cheeks somehow. But in between, the bristles cannot get in and your tongue cannot get in. So I should know how to use the dental floss. You think it's hard and it's annoying? It's definitely not. It just, you need to practice, just like, you establish a new thing. So of course you need time to know how to use the dental floss. So how can we use the dental floss? I will use my two pointer fingers, and then I will control it using my thumb. I place it in between my teeth and little tiltation, and then I remove it. Then I place it, tilt a little bit, and remove it. In this case, you make sure there's nothing in between your teeth and you're going to clean them. Now, in the back of the toothbrush, there is a rough surface, if you can see here. This is used as a tongue scalpel. I will use to clean up my tongue because fungi and microorganisms, they like to grow in your mouth, and you're providing them with their favorite food ever, which is the sugar, which is, I don't want them to stay here. They're gonna damage your oral hygiene. So you have to clean the surface of your tongue, the side of your cheeks as well. Clean them. You're done with the brush. You're done with the flossing. You're not done yet. I know it's gonna take a long time, but really it's worthy of it. You're wasting your time on a very good thing. It's not a waste of time at all. You're spending your time in a very good place. Then after you're done of flossing and making sure your tongue and your cheeks are clean, please make sure you don't forget your back teeth, because these are where the most of the food is going to be accumulated. Then you're going to use the mouthwash. If you don't have a mouthwash at home, get water and salt is enough. What happens when the bacteria are trying to grow and damage your oral health? They're going to produce acids, and this acid is going to cause the cavities. I want to wash away. So this mouthwash or the water and salt has the ability of killing these microorganisms that can live in your mouth. So you have to gargle after you're done with the floss and the toothbrush for 30 seconds. Use your smartphone or use a timer. Listen to your favorite song, and it's like lasting for 2 minutes or whatever for the whole process. It's not gonna take between 2 to 5 minutes, the maximum. But the gargling, it has to be around 30 seconds. You gargle and make sure you contain every single part of your mouth. Really gargle really thoroughly, then you spit it out. Make sure you don't swallow it. When you spit it out, make sure you don't drink water. So try to pick a flavor that you like and it's not really irritating to your tissue, your lining of your mouth. So after you finish gargling, I want this to stay in your teeth and you go to bed, because this will guarantee you're having a clean or antibacterial effect in your teeth for the whole night when you're sleeping. Because what if when you sleep, you breathe oral breathing, or you have bad habits? Because I will talk about the oral breathing, it causes a lot of problem. So I want to make sure that my teeth and my whole mouth is clean when I'm sleeping. This is it. Before I finish, I wanted to talk about which one. A lot of patients ask me what is the best toothpaste that we can pick from the pharmacies or from the stores. I won't tell which one is the best, but I want to tell you that you should read it contains fluoride. And what is the percentage of the fluoride that is recommended by the FDA? It has to be 1,450 parts per million of fluoride contained in this toothpaste, that in this way you are going to have a protection against it, just to strengthen your teeth, the fluoride. So we need the fluoride to be in your teeth, which is you can get it if it's less than 1,500, 1,450 ppm part per million. I don't recommend it. This is the recommended dose of the fluoride that should be in your toothpaste. How much toothpaste you have to place on your toothbrush? Nothing more than a pea-sized plant. So just put a little bit on the top of the toothbrush, then you start cleaning up your teeth. Does that prevent me from going to the dental office? No, as I said, you really have to check between now and then. Make sure if you haven't been there for 6 months, it's really time to book an appointment to go to see your dental clinic, your dentist, and then double check if there is any hidden cavity. We don't want you to have cavities because it's painful, unpleasant feeling, and we want to be away from that. I wish you a very healthy life and thanks for watching.